Hi everyone, welcome to Anaheim Park Tourist. I'm Jim, this is Crystal, and this is news for visitors and tourists to the Disneyland Resort for October 2024. And we're hoping this video will help your next visit to the park. Moving on to the park hours, and we are approaching peak season, maybe even the busiest time of the year. And so Disneyland will be open from 8 to midnight. And DCA will be open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. There is an exception to those hours, and that's over at California Adventure, and that's because California Adventure hosts the Oogie Boogie Bash parties. On those nights, California Adventure will be closing at 6 p.m. One reason why we say this is peak season is because many of the schools across the Western United States have an entire week off during the month of October, so lots of school kids will be going midweek. So if you're hoping to avoid those crowds by attending Disneyland midweek, well, that's probably not going to be the case. We suggest getting the multi-pass lightning lane to get everything you want to get done at the parks.
Up next are the updates for Downtown Disney, and Disney Parks blog did a big announcement about all the new stuff coming in. And one of those things is they are expanding Marceline's Confectionery, which is the candy store. So it's going to be quite a bit bigger when it reopens, and they're going to be rebranding it with a different name. However, if you are going to be there anytime soon and you're not going into the parks and you want some candy, they're still selling candy. They just have a little cart out front where the candy store is usually located, and you can still buy churro toffee and candy apples, all that kind of stuff. Another thing they announced is the area where Tortilla Joe's is at. They're going to be tearing that down, and they're going to be adding a steakhouse and a barbecue restaurant, and we're actually really excited about that. We think more food is definitely needed in the downtown Disney area. It's just so crowded, and coming in as a visitor and someone who is not local, a lot of the restaurants are packed, and it's really hard to just walk up anywhere in downtown Disney. So more dining the better, we think. And also they announced the updated Earl of Sandwich. So they're going to be building them a brand new building on the west side of downtown Disney. And we're really excited about that because it sounds like it's going to be awesome. The downstairs is going to be just like a regular Earl of Sandwich, quick serve, grab your sandwich. You can eat there, take it to go back into the parks or whatnot. And then upstairs is going to be a restaurant and a bar, and that sounds really awesome, and we're hoping it will be the same as the tavern that they currently have. We've heard so many good things about the Earl of Sandwich Tavern in downtown Disney currently, and we're hoping the restaurant will be the same caliber as that.
That brings us to ride closures. The Disneyland Railroad is still closed. It's a Small World is also closed. Dumbo will be closing for one day, and that'll be on October 1st. The Jungle Cruise reopens October 3rd. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is still closed. And Hungry Bear Restaurant is still undergoing its transformation to Hungry Bear Barbecue. Over at California Adventure, World of Color is still closed, and there's no official announcement date when it will come back. We expect it will be back in time for Christmas.
The cast member previews for Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to start at the end of October. So if you're there during that time, you will see the ride running with guests on the ride. Unfortunately, unless you know a cast member and are invited to the preview, you will not be able to ride. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is supposed to have a grand opening on November 15th. However, sometimes Disney will sneak in soft previews before that. None of us will really know until we start hearing that the general public is able to ride. The Halloween season promptly ends on October 31st at Disneyland, and it is quite a difference from October 31st to November 1st. Most of the Halloween is gone right away, and actually you will see a little bit of Christmas come in before the end of the Halloween season. Typically they put the snow-capped turrets on the castle about the last week of October, so you will see a little bit of mishmash of Christmas and Halloween, and they're really pretty darn quick on decorating for Christmas. It's amazing how much they get done in such a short amount of time. And one exciting thing that they have changed recently is they have added Mickey waffles to Schmoozies in California Adventure. And a lot of people really love the Mickey waffles, but they're not available quick serve. Usually you have to go to a table service restaurant. So if you're looking to grab them and go, Schmoozies is the place. You get 2 Mickey waffles for $10.99, and they come very similar to the beignets. They come in a bag with powdered sugar, and they do give you syrup for dipping. So you get 2 for $10.99. Smoothies is in the Hollywood land of California Adventure, and it does open at 7:30 a.m. So this is a great option for breakfast because they also sell coffee.
As you may have heard, over at DCA, the red trolley will be retired in early 2025 to make room for an Adventurers e-ticket ride. What we will miss most about it is the kinetic energy it brings to Buena Vista Street. We always like to bring up conventions that may affect the Disneyland Resort, and this next convention is huge, so take note on the dates. August 15th and 17th, 2025 is the Pokemon World Championship, and that's being hosted over at the Anaheim Convention Center. A number of the hotels are already sold out. While researching this, we looked at a number of hotels, and there are hotels that are selling for $800 to $1,000 a night. If your plans are flexible, we suggest avoiding these dates in the Anaheim area. We know people from Europe, Australia, New Zealand have to plan far out in advance. Please be aware of August 15th through the 17th, 2025.
Up next is hotel news, and these are hotels that are currently or going to be having renovations. And first up is the Desert Inn and Suites is currently undergoing a light renovation, and we're hoping mattresses are replaced at this hotel if you've seen our hotel video for that one. Also, we heard the Homewood Suites Anaheim Convention Center is also being renovated, and we're pretty excited about that one. The last time we stayed there, you could tell the rooms are very well loved and needed a little bit of TLC. So I'm excited to see what those rooms look like when they're done, and that's supposed to wrap up at the beginning of December. And last but not least is the Courtyard Marriott theme park entrance. This renovation is supposed to start in November of 2024, and it's supposed to run all the way through to the end of March of 2025. And we're also looking forward to the changes at this one. We asked when we recently stayed, and they said it was going to be a pretty significant renovation. So we're looking forward to seeing what those changes look like in the future. If you want to hear more about the Courtyard Marriott theme park entrance and what they're going to be changing, please check out our overnight experience video, and we'll leave the link in the description below.
For the hotel specials in the Anaheim area, it's kind of our usual suspects. The Grand Legacy is offering 20% off through the month of October. King's Inn is offering up to 25% off using the code HAPPY. And Desert Inn and Suites is offering 10 to 30% off on very specific dates. Go to the hotel's website to check out the details.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm